Greetings and welcome to the latest installment of Runnin TV. I'm your host, Runnin J. And if it's your first time joining us, I would like to say it is my deepest gratitude for you to sit, watch, and enjoy this Runnin movement. A project dropped that I will exclusively executive produced. Mackie Raw's debut mixtape, Raw Vibes. On the Raw Vibes tape, I produced 2 songs on there alongside executive producing the whole entire scope of everything. I actually produced 2 songs out there, and there are Double G and Randy Orton. Originally, first, I made the beat back in 2019. The beat was called Bikini, and like the way how I was doing it and stuff, I'm gonna put a sample clip of when I was making the beat. Like, I thought about SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why I called it Bikini, standing for like, you know, bikini bottom and everything. And feel about everything with the guitar, like the and then, you know, the other half of that stuff, you know, which you wouldn't even hear, like. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me I ain't hard. So that song was fucking a hit. I loved it. I loved the beat. I love what he did with it, and the raw, authentic vocals, what he does, and that is his signature. And I was telling him, like, yo, like, you really have to make that thing your signature. You got Mackie, then you got Raw. This is the Raw type. This is the Raw vibes, and this is what we're deciding to give to you, which is the Raw vibes spectrum of the whole entire thing. I'm very excited to see what we have in store. Y'all stay tuned for the interview that me and him is gonna have, whether if it's me going up there to film it or he comes down here. We have to do this shit, point blank period. When it came to the video, I want to say we had mad treatments for this, but the one that went crazy was that we found this one crazy location. Shout out to Reservoir, Philly. That is one of the hardest locations you could ever find if you're in the Philly area, or if you're like, you know, near New York or Jersey or whatever. Don't be afraid to take that drive and go visit that location. That is one of the finest locations. If you're a creator, you want to get some content done, go hit them up on Pure Space. They are legit. You know, everything down there is tight as hell. You know, it's real affordable, and you could really get a lot of stuff done there. You know, it's very tight. Like, especially when it comes to stuff down here in Atlanta, where it's like everybody got a graffiti wall, everybody got a psych wall, everybody got a trap room, everybody got a, you know, LED stuff, Galaxy and stuff like that. I guarantee you, when I create imprint studios down here and stuff, every room that I will have will be stuff that you wouldn't even see somewhere else. You know, we just did that stuff right then and there. I got my little cameo in the video. And if you haven't noticed, I've been in every video since the very start of his career.
Run the J's in the beat and I eat.
Icky Vicky, from Randy Orton, and Double G. And then we have another one on the way and stuff too, whenever it drops. Stay tuned, and maybe next week. Randy Orton. Randy Orton came about when I was at Maki's friend's house, Muhammad. Shout out to Muhammad. Yeah, we was over here at his house and stuff. I just came, pulled up, brought my mobile studio setup or whatever. Just the production stuff, not the record them and everything and stuff. So we was over here cooking up. I found this one guitar loop and everything. And I'm like, damn, like, where did this shit, you know, sound good? When it comes to my production, my process, most of the times where I get stuff finished is to where I be freestyling ton of my own stuff to see how I would want an artist to sound on my beats. Now that's some real producer stuff right there, because most producers, they'll send their stuff out and you just wait for the artist to do whatever the hell you want to do. But you actually get a real chance of you getting like an actual placement if you're actually helping the artist formulate and propagate the song. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm making the beat, I start humming myself, you know, to the guitar loop. I'm like, na 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 na. Na 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 na. So I'm over here thinking about, you know, what to say or whatever, and I was like, shit, Monday Night Raw is on. I'm over here watching it on my phone, and I see Randy Orton on TV. So I'm over here like, I hear these voices in my head. You know, I just kept on repeating. I was like, I hear these voices in my head. He was like, we can start off with that. And then from then on, he had a whole long list of stuff, you know, just going crazy with it and everything. I was like, shoot, I gave him the alley-oop for that. Here's some free game for y'all producers out here. For you really actually producing a record from the artist, like from start to finish, chorus, hook, you know, telling artists what to do and everything, and put them in the right place, where pockets to fit at, and actually bringing back real artist development, you're gonna see some results, and you are never gonna run out of a bag. You're never gonna run out of a bag because you become a conduit for that artist's success every time. And I'm very happy for those who trust in Runnin J's vision and those who try. We shot the video to Randy Orton a few times later, and most of it was like, you know, run and gun. We shot first of it at Krog Street, where Young Thug shot his video with Trouble, like Thief in the Night. You know, that one tunnel with like mad graffiti and everything. You can still go there right there today, and I guarantee like mad people in Atlanta shot their videos there. But we made ours look like a lot of people's that didn't look like what we did. You know, we made ours stand out. Because if you're an Atlanta native, you know where that tunnel is. You know where the graffiti is. You know where some of the murals and stuff are. And yeah, if you're an Atlanta native, you will only know about that stuff. So we shot it there. Of course, I got my cameo. And then the next day, we got a location and we shot all the rest of the stuff there. And shout out to both VFX artists for both Double G and Randy Orton, and all the creative team that was both behind Double G and Randy Orton. Shout out to Vivid Parker, shout out to Steve, shout out to Muhammad, shout out to Lonely J, shout out to you. Icon, you mixed one of every Mackey's song. I hope to meet you one day. I heard you was in Atlanta. We have to link up, you know. Shout out to you too as well. We're in a process right now, you know, where a lot of people think that, oh shit, Runnin J is that your artist. No, I never signed anybody. But the way how I was like so influential to where, you know, being a part of a lot of people's journeys and stuff, people could say that. Hell, like, people think Smooth is my artist, you know? But it's like, it's at a point right now where like I'm around so many different creators where it's thinking like, oh shit, are you related to them? You know? But it's like, I connect with them on a spiritual, sonical level to where we talk and we communicate through sounds, through video, through, you know, anything that we do, you know? That's why I can't, you know, communicate, and it's hard for non-creators to understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. Creatives rock with other creatives. You know, it can't be, you know, too hard from that. Advice to all the producers is just try it out. If you want to become an executive producer, go out, find you an artist, build them up, get them famous and everything. And you know, guess whose phone's gonna be ringing? Your phone will be ringing. Because when you look at every new artist that came out, like in the 2010s era, and for somewhat probably still now to this day, there was a producer in the background. Countless examples. Let's try to list them all to my knowledge. You got Lex Luger, Waka Flocka Flame. You got Take Keith and Black Boy JB, but then Take Keith when Drake got reestablished or whatever and stuff. I can say that. YG and DJ Mustard, or you can even say Tyga and DJ Mustard. You could say Chief Keef and Young Chop when they first came out. When Chief Keef first came out with his first couple of projects, all you heard was Young Chop on the beat. Like, come on, the list goes on. You got even Pierre Bourne and Young Nudie. You know, like you see executive produced by Pierre Bourne, or you see like PDE. When you see Nudie, you see Pierre. And then when you see, you know, when they come up together, they may branch off and do their own thing or whatever and stuff, but you will literally see one person. Who do you think about? Like, for example, everybody knows if Young Metro don't trust you, he gonna shoot you. About Metro, who do you think? Future Hendrix. And it's so simple. It could all be so simple, but a lot of artists want to complicate it. A lot of producers think that, oh, I'm gonna get a placement with Drake, I'm gonna get a placement with all these people who already made it already. But it's like, no, like the formula tests itself. New artist, new producer, every time. The only time when I've seen it where it's not like that, if it's like a one-hit wonder situation, or if it's like, you know, a situation where the artist been in the corner for like a long time, to where they got put on somewhere, and then, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden, you've been knew that they was in the background. Kind of like industry plant situations, I should say. But yes, coming up with an artist is the easiest way to get put on, because they're gonna look and see who's in the credits, who's gonna, you know, who really produced all the songs in the album, and they're gonna see it, and they're gonna be like, damn, let me hit him up for beats. Everybody's watching. If you haven't noticed, everybody is watching. I know for a fact, even with me right now, I only got probably 2,300 followers on Instagram, like 2,000 followers on Instagram, or whatever and stuff, and like probably a couple hundred on SoundCloud, or like, you know, a couple thousand here on some of these other platforms and stuff. But I already know I'm being watched from somebody somewhere. The formula, the bread and butter, the cookie cutter works every time. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But I am very, very glad to see, you know, what we got in store for you guys and everything. And a lot of times, you know, when you really just think about everything and stuff, it all comes about experimenting. And when you really experiment with your sound, and when you really experiment with your voice, when you really experiment with your artist, when you really experiment with everything in your power all together and stuff, you can at least, you know, imagine what you could really, really do if you just start doing shit. Figure out what matches with what. Figure out what goes good, because you'll be surprised. Like this, it'll be the shit that you would least sleep on that will blow up every time. Like the Talawada remix, that got like over probably 200,000 streams right now. Like, I didn't really like that record, you know, the remix I did, but people love it. The girls love it. So I'm like, okay, cool. When it comes about trying shit out, you have to be consistent with just trying shit out, because when you consistent with everything, you have the chances of doing some crazy shit every time. And I suggest all y'all, go out there and make some records. Send me some of y'all stuff, because I'm trying to figure out who got some good shit out there and stuff too. Like, I need to figure out like who's on the come up and shit too. Like, shit, like what's up? What's the word? But yes, y'all stay tuned for some more Runnin movement. We got some crazy interviews on the way. Y'all thought it was gonna be like a one-time thing with Smooth or whatever. We got a part 2 to that coming as well. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all keep on following up my remixes. I am taking remix requests and stuff, because there's a lot of songs that's out here in this crazy big world that we're living in. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Follow me in all my social media platforms. Check out my remixes in the description below, and follow me on every one of my accounts. Feel free to DM me about a future discussion that you would like to talk about. And as always, never stop running.